General Motors has been on a major roll, capturing market share, increasing sales, winning awards for vehicles like the Chevy Bolt, and they have a laser focus on improving fuel economy. And this all-new Chevrolet Equinox is a perfect example of what they're doing right. This Chevy Equinox has the distinction of having the best fuel economy of any compact utility, including hybrid models, with the introduction of a 1.6-liter turbo diesel engine, capable of just 6 liters per 100 kilometers on the highway with front-wheel drive. The previous Equinox was a winner of J.D. Power & Associates Dependability Study. What they do is they measure the dependability of vehicles after 3 years, and the Equinox won for compact utility. Now, this new version has all kinds of new technology and 3 new engines under the hood. On size, this new version is just slightly smaller than the last generation, but the interior space remains the same, something General Motors has done with other new products. This Equinox is built on a shared platform with its cousin, the GMC Terrain, but the Chevy is more of a value leader. Now, this Chevy Equinox starts at a very attractive, roughly $25,000, where the GMC Terrain starts at about $30,000. Now, granted, you don't get the standard rear-tinted windows. That's one thing. There's some other features on the inside, but $5,000 is a lot of money to save. You do, however, get standard 17-inch alloy wheels. You can get them up to 19 inches if you like. Other options that are nice: LED front headlamps, LED tail lamps, and even a power tailgate. Most Equinox come with standard halogen headlamps or HIDs. The LEDs are kept for this top model. Then you turn to the screen in the center of the dash. It's a 7-inch unit with standard Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So you plug in your device and you mirror your phone onto the screen for navigation. If you want onboard navigation, the screen goes up to an 8-inch unit. This vehicle comes nicely equipped with a keyless entry. You just pull on the door and it opens, push button start, heated front seats, all on the base model, so that's good stuff. There's also wireless conductive charging. If you have a phone that's enabled, like the latest iPhone or a lot of Android phones, you place it in the center of the dash and it charges while you drive. You also get a 4G LTE connection, so people can tether their smartphones to the connection or a tablet, and you get OnStar. So if you want a connected car, it's right here. Now, this new Chevy Equinox, unlike many of its competitors, is available with engine choices. This one has 3, and it's one of the only compact utilities available with a diesel engine. The base engine we first had a chance to try in the Malibu. It's a 1.5-liter turbo 4-cylinder with 170 horsepower and 203 pound-feet of torque. This is matched to a 6-speed automatic. If you get the GMC Terrain, it gets a 9-speed automatic, one of the reasons for the difference in price. Now, the version I'm driving today has the more powerful 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine with 252 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque. This is the premium engine with a premium transmission. You go from a 6-speed to a 9-speed when you get this version. There's also a 1.6-liter diesel engine. Now, all of these engines can be matched to either a front-wheel drive system or all-wheel drive. Now, I have had a chance to drive the diesel model, and it does produce more noise in the cabin compared to this gasoline version. Now, you notice it most at low speeds, but cruising on the highway, it really isn't that noticeable. Now, of course, this is all a trade-off. You get much improved, vastly improved fuel economy for a little bit more noise inside the cabin, and that's something a lot of people are willing to take because the fuel economy is just so good. The power is good with the diesel as well. Horsepower, maybe not so much, 137 horsepower, but 240 pound-feet of torque, which is what gets you from traffic light to traffic light. Now, I recently had a chance to drive the GMC Terrain, the cousin to this, and it's different. This has a standard gear selector in the center of the console here. The new GMC Terrain has a push-button unit, which some people might not like. Now, it's 2018, and of course this Equinox is available with all of the latest advanced safety features. However, it's not standard equipment. When you compare it to, say, the Toyota RAV4 that does have Toyota's safety system as standard equipment, it is a step behind, but at least you can get it if you're willing to pay. So last night I went online and I tried to configure different versions of the Equinox, and it's a little bit confusing. They keep certain engines for certain trims, but here's the basics. A front-wheel drive model starts at roughly $25,000, and the full load all-wheel drive premium we have here, $38,000. You can get that diesel engine all the way up to the top model, which is quite nice. This vehicle is very competitively priced. It has all kinds of new tech and can be very fuel efficient. It's going to be interesting to see how many people opt for the diesel.
Zach, you mentioned earlier that you also had a chance to drive the GMC Terrain. Which vehicle is selling better?
You know what's interesting in Canada, Lacey, is that GMC really is a brand that Canadians have latched onto, which is the opposite of the United States. When you look at truck sales, in the US, it's Chevrolet all day, but in Canada, it's GMC all day. So truck to truck, GMC outsells Chevrolet, except for the Equinox. So it's going to be interesting to watch how these two vehicles sell once they roll out fully into the marketplace.
Keep your eye out for the Terrain review on an upcoming episode of Driving Television.